fleeting. I feel like Brandy was really taking her stand and saying, "This is what I am," like this is what rooted me here in this industry.
Yeah, and as I was telling you, I feel it. I feel her. Like she's one of my favorite artists too because she just said, "Hey, I'm gonna be me.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't care. I'm the shit. I'm dope.
Yeah.
As long as you believe it, whatever." Kevin Gates is another one of my favorite artists.
Yeah,
I love his saying. I have a project out. It's on iTunes. It's on, go get it. If you don't want to go get it, still peace and blessings to you. Like, don't get it.
Right.
Either
Right.
you gonna love it or you not, but it's okay. Just feel something.
we just saw an interview with him, and he went the whole interview not even talking about the album. And then when we went back to okay, so your project is out, he's like, people will find it in their timing, but if they want to find it, that's where it is.
I love
that's
that
crazy.
I love that attitude. That's really what I'm really kind of, in a sense, forced because I'm not signed or anything right now. It's just, people are organically finding it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like that. That's how even Bryson Tiller, those type of people.
Yes. Come on,
kinda
Bryson.
just, they just grab, people slowly just said,
Right.
so, that's what I'm working towards with my project. It's just, go get it, It's out, it's for the people. It's a gift to the people. If you want
Right.
to buy it and it's just gonna show love that way,
Go
it's
ahead.
on iTunes.
Yeah.
If you don't have none of that, it's for free. You know what I'm saying?
So kind of talking about your project a little bit, I have a songwriter's question. So when you are, because you mentioned what you're going to put out is going to be you, and as you were saying, if you feel it, you feel it. If you don't, you don't. So I had this question and I asked Chris before. I was like, name a song that slapped that don't have an 808. Or name a song that slaps that doesn't have, all this sound that's like a radio. Well, actually, name a song that slaps that don't have an 808.
Well, I listen to a lot of I like Ingrid Michaelson. Is that her name? The one who
Yeah.
I like that type of stuff. I like the Lumineers. Those are stuff that just
Okay. Yes.
singing. It's none of the singing. It's just a guitar and
Solid. That slaps.
solid.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you did say that one too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, those type of. I love that.
So when you're in the studio, are you, when you have in your mind what you want to write about, do you feel more do you feel the pressure to okay, maybe I can write this song, but I could write it for this beat that knocks or this beat that slap, because maybe more people will gravitate to it, because it seems like a lot of people want that beat, they want to hear that. So do you feel like you can stay true to your message and adapt to the other sound, or do you feel like you have to sacrifice both, or do you feel like I'm just gonna be straight me, I'm gonna do this beat how I want to, I'm gonna do these lyrics like I want to, what do you do?
Well, with me, I'm just somebody who I think it's kind of because I lived in Atlanta for a minute, so I kind of adopted that, kind of what their vibe, the drums and the cadences down there. To me, is just I love it. So, I feel like that is a sense of me, but there's a sense of me that loves Sade and will go there with it to where it's I don't need any of that. So I like to either mesh it together, or some songs just if I don't feel it needs that, I just won't give it that. You know what I'm saying? But if I feel like being trappy, if that since that's the trendiest definition for it.
Trap soul.
Yeah, if I feel like doing that, I'm gonna definitely go there. I really just go off of feeling. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Nowadays, I don't limit myself because I love to do so much. I love to literally do a lot, everything that I can get my ear on. So it's like I don't limit myself anymore.
Definitely, I understand that. I appreciate artists who do that though.
Yeah,
You know.
and I think Raphael, he was the one that said no, you do you, and he's somebody who I look up to who has switched, and so like he has went to so many like areas of music. It's the same artist that put out a whole album that sounded like the 60s, and I mean he embodied the 60s. He embodied the 70s with like he's a genius at doing it. So
Right.
That's really but then he'll come back on like instant vintage or just different things. He'll do it all. So I'm just learning how to do it all. Literally do it
That's
all.
what's up.
Speaking of doing it all, I heard you wrote Keke Palmer's talk show theme song.
How'd that come about?
Yeah,
I mean,
I was gonna ask you, how do you write a theme song? Like, is it a certain approach? Is it different from writing like the traditional type of song, or?
Kiki's my friend. That's like one of my closest friends. So, she just hit me on some like, hey girl, I got this thing I need you to do. I need you to write, something. I'm like, all right, cool. It's like, that's just the homie. So I did it, and then after the fact, she told me what it was for. I'm like, cool. And it just happened. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. Like, that's cool. So, it's fun to deal with friends that know how to do work, know how to
Right.
handle business, and at the same time, that's just really the homie. So.
So does that happen for like all your songwriting though? Like when you writing for somebody, does somebody ask you, or like how do you even get to that point where you're writing for artists like Kelly Rowland?
I had met her A&R at the time. I met with her A&R at the time, and he had already kind of like heard of me through Adrian, and he was like, hey, we're gonna do like a writing camp. Kelly needs, I think like one more song for a project, and I'm inviting you to do it. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm like, give it a shot. So I went to this studio, it's a big, nice studio, and there were like 6 rooms. We had like 6 rooms in it, and each of them had like producers. It was like some big name producers in there and songwriters. That they was walking past me. I mean, it was just like, hey, how am I gonna compete with this like writing camp? I've never did anything like that, and so I was waiting for hours really, and I'm like, yo, can I get a room? They were like, well, we don't have any more rooms, but there's one like, little small room, but we don't have any engineers for you. And I actually, learned how to engineer myself. So I was taught to engineer myself. Shout out Uncle Andre. But I was taught to engineer myself. So I got in, and they had kind of gave me like just some random beats, wrote it. Kelly just walked in, and she was just like, I love it. That was the first time I ever met her. Well, no, that was the second time I came in contact with her. But really just talked to her, and she loved it, and I just finished writing it, and that just ended up being the song to go for. And I was just like, wow, that's dope.
Somebody told me she cried when she heard your record. Is that true?
I don't know.
Like, I was like, Jane Handcock got him crying. Like, that's what's up. Like, if that's what somebody told me.
She was really touched. She was really like, really touched. I don't know. She's a sweetheart. So like, I don't know. Kelly is just so
She made
nice.
Kelly Rowland cry.
Yeah, she did.
That's the nice way to say it. I made Kelly Rowland cry.
I didn't see it, but that's dope what she did. Like, she's really like somebody I look up to, but she's a sweetheart. She really is.
So jumping from writing to other artists, and like, how do you know what to keep for yourself? Like, is there like you ever gave away a song that
That's
was
a
like,
good question.
dang, I should have kept that, or it's going like, I gotta get this away, but I really love this song, so it's like, so I mean, how do you know what to give away, what to keep for yourself?
It just depends. Like, if I'm writing for, if I say in my mind I'm writing for this person, or I'm gonna try to go for this person and get to that people, I'm going to write for that person. I know it off the bat. I don't confuse it. If it's something that I know I'm gonna do, I'm doing that. But if it's something, I kind of, when I write stuff, I'm like, oh, somebody else could do that. I kind of know what I want to do as an artist, and then I know what sounds good with other people doing it. So I'm pretty selfless.
How do you write for a male so easily? Like, I feel like, I try to write myself sometimes too, but I feel like I would struggle. Like how?
I'm
Yeah,
really
'cause
like
I
a
don't-
cat woman. So when you I don't know. I think I just kind of go into what I want to be told, and I don't really. Most of the time, I don't really write. I don't really write too, like crazy, too, bitch bend over type. I don't do too much of that. I don't.
Go
It's
there.
really either I've been told that and let me just put it into words, or I want to be told that. So that's
That
what I
makes
do.
sense.
Yeah, that sounds easier than
That
we
makes
was thinking.
so
And I'm
much
very
sense.
visual, so I always like when I'm writing songs like that. I'm looking, I already have a video, a movie, everything in my head. Like I just wrote a song for Adrian. I cannot wait until he drops it. His album come out, and I swear when I hear it, when y'all hear it, it's gonna feel like you're in like Arizona.
In Arizona, in
Hot.
the desert.
Sunroof down.
Yeah.
And just breathing. I swear it's gonna feel like that because that's how I
Isn't it?
Don't even tell us the name. So when we hear it, we like, okay, this the one.
Yeah, that's
This
it.
the one
That's
she's
it.
talking
This is
about.
Arizona. We're
talking
gonna
about.
nickname it Arizona.
Man, Arizona. I should have named it Arizona. Dang.
Right.
Any last questions before we get into game time?
Nah. How y'all feeling?
I'm loving
Happy that
this.
you're
I'm
here.
loving
Yeah,
this.
This is
I'm loving this too.
a
Yeah.
blessing. A blessing.
Yeah,
I love y'all.
it's crazy.
Game time, real quick.
So since your album is called Truth Be Told, what we did was we picked songs off of your album and we formulated a question based off that song title that you are gonna truthfully, like 100, keep
Truthfully.
it so 100 with us answer. So
Who want to jump out first? Who want to go
who
first?
want to go first?
All right, I'll jump in with the reality. What's your guilty pleasure, like, reality show right now? What you watching? Are you a reality fan? Like,
Lately, I haven't been. I just haven't been watching them because I can't keep up with the times and the days.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was to say, it'll probably be like Catfish. I love watching that.
Catfish is good.
I like
That
that
was
too.
funny.
I
Hilarious.
crack up. Catfish or like I watch Love and Hip Hop.
Which one?
ATL in New
Of
York.
course.
I watch New York. I just can't keep up with the days. I start losing weeks and stuff. And
Yeah.
once I get about 3 weeks behind,
it's a
I'm
whole
gonna
another
just have to catch it
storyline.
later. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just catch it when I can just sit and watch it.
Right.
So, one of my favorite records on your album, So Long. I've really, really I listened to that I've listened to it every day since I bought your album. So I listen to it at least once a day. But there's a line that you say where you're like, what did you say? You said, I see you got another lady. I know she ain't me. You even bought that via ring. So my question is, if
She cracking up.
my question is, if you got an invitation in the mail from that dude or whoever, or just a dude in general, and it was an invitation to the wedding, are you gonna go? If not, if so, yes or no, and then why or why not, basically.
No.
See?
See?
That's exactly what I said.
No, because it depends. Now if we were just dating and it wasn't that serious and we broke up and we're on good terms, I've had that. I've had those type of hey, no love lost. We're just not compatible. I'm on that now, so it's like we're just not compatible. If he got married and I totally didn't have feelings, hey,
No point in joining the party,
I'll
huh?
get you a gift. I'm not tripping, but nah, if it was somebody that we really did a lot of stuff together, no, I will not be attending. but I
Super
wish him the
salty.
best.
Well, see, I said, I actually had a conversation with one of my ex-boyfriends, well, my only real ex-boyfriend, and I told him if he was to invite me to his wedding, I would be there and I would be crying.
Let's sit in the back
I'm
of the
not
church.
about to be in the front row. No, I'm gonna be, back in the back
Stay
somewhere.
at home. That's so embarrassing.
It's kind
And-
of like the brown sugar type thing.
Yeah.
You see what's going on.
Mhm,
Yeah.
And then I just.
right.
I can't even
But
live.
not necessarily, I said that, but I'm thinking like, why exactly would I be crying? Because I mean, we
It
didn't
ain't
end that. Well, we did end on
But
pretty.
it won't.
What you say? We did end on bad terms, but now we're cool. So like when I was said that, I was more so thinking like maybe crying from happiness, only because. Only because, like, I know.
Girl, get
Only because,
Alexia,
like,
you're a sweetheart.
oh, thank
She's
you.
a sweetheart. That's nice. Because I'm Patty LaBelle.
Me too.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Super.
I can go,
Yeah, she can.
look, I can go there. If you don't take me there. But my thing is, like if I know and I understand, like even though when we broke up it was a bad breakup. If I know and I understand, like I'm not supposed to be with you. You had me doing stuff I shouldn't even been doing, or leading you down the wrong path.
Fix it,
whatever
Jesus,
it was,
fix
it
it.
makes it easier for you to get over the person. It make it easier for you to not trip when you see him with somebody new. Although when I did see him with somebody new at first, it was not good. But
You realize you're just not even attractive.
oh Lord, oh.
You're not cute no more.
No.
We don't even get haircuts like I told you. Like I had you get.
Not the haircut.
Man,
You're not even looking cute.
Yeah, you dusty.
you see him on
Your
social
shoes
media.
bended.
Yeah, like they start to just look us.
Yeah, I understand
I know.
because
When
I was.
somebody gets that to you, it's like I wish you the best. 'Cause
Right.
There's
From afar.
nothing I want
Right.
over there. I don't even want
Nothing.
it. So it's cool.
Speaking of men and relationships, so the song I picked was Nina's Blues. And I really like that song. I'm feeling the vibe of that song. But I wanted to know what specifically about men gives you the blues.
Like, I gotta pick one.
I really don't have anything that gives me. Period. People lying to me. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
That gives me the blues. I'm very straightforward, and lying by omission to me is still lying.
Definitely.
So that still is like, if you're not talking to me, really communication.
Right.
Communication. If a guy is really kind of lacking in that, that'll be the blues for the both of us, because I just can't. And I have to kind of be like a mirror with you. So
Yeah.
if you're not communicating with me, that gives me the blues to not communicate with you. So I'm not going to communicate with you, and that's going to give you the blues. And
Yeah.
then so long.
Never ending blues.
So, so my song that I picked was Only, and I love that song. My question is, if you had to, we talked about some of the people who influence you and some of the people who you've worked with. So I have to ask you, if there was only one musician, whether it be singer, songwriter, producer, whatever, if there was only one musician left on the face of this earth that you could listen to. Now, you listen to their whole catalog. So you have every album, every tape, every YouTube video. That artist, who would it be? You can only pick one, and that that you would hear, that you feel like you could hear something different from, even if you listen to it for the rest of your life. Only that one person. What artist would it be that could still re-inspire you over and over and over again?
I would have to go with. Man, that's a tough one. Like,
Only one.
dang, I can't even do like one on the side.
one and a half.
One and a half.
Probably Sade.
Wow.
Sade. Or if I just had to choose another one,
No,
For fun.
only
Just go
okay.
ahead.
Okay,
Just
for
go
fun.
ahead.
For fun.
Erykah Badu.
Yes. Come on, Erica.
Definitely.
I think that's a good question for all of us to answer, actually.
Definitely.
What do you think?
I think
Well,
we
let me
both
see.
Probably.
No.
Yeah.
it's definitely Brandy
Yeah.
because you could listen to a Brandy album and there's something that whether it's note placement or it's something you hear something new each time. You can listen to the same song every single day for a month, and the next month you can still hear something new and still get
And
re-inspired.
even if you look at her catalog, this is something I always bring up is the fact that her voice, I feel like it evolves on every single album. Like from Never Say Never, well, not from the Brandy album, I feel like it was really soloistically, and then when you get to Never Say Never, it was more soft but focused on the harmonies, and then when you get to Full
come on,
Moon,
harmonies.
she got like her grown woman voice there,
You
and
better
then
know
it's just
Brandy.
like it's just I can go on
Her
about
voice
this forever and ever.
evolves, but you can just tell her growth. She's just like Beyonce to me. Like when you hear Beyonce, like on like the first Destiny's Child album,
Yeah.
ad-libs, you be like, oh.
That was
Miss
cute.
that Beyonce though.
Yeah.
But nah, like Mama Beyonce done turned into a beast vocalist.
Yeah,
That's what they said.
she got information
she's
for sure.
Evolved. Her voice has evolved to where not only can she sing stronger stuff, but she is somebody who can make her voice into that rap type to where she
Amen.
is keeping up with the times, you know?
Yeah.
So Brandy's another one. When she did If You Put It Down, if you put it down, she came smashing.
Yeah,
Because
she
that's
did.
what was
Agreed.
going on at the time. Like, so those type of artists are here. They stay here, you know. What about you?
I can't pick one. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I really cannot, because, well, as a songwriter, I guess producer too, I really, really like Babyface. I feel like anything he writes, it's like, yeah, it's a hit. Anything he touched turns to gold. Like, for real. Yes, like, it's just so timeless. Like, I'm only 20 years old, born in 1995, and a lot of his music came out way before I was born, but I could listen to that and really feel it. Like, I love anything he like wrote or produced, sung, whatever, like when they did his tribute on, what was it, the Soul Train Award?
That
Yeah.
tribute was
That-
probably one of the best tributes I've seen in
it
a while.
sits in my DVR, and sometimes I just go back and watch that because it was killing so hard to me. Like, Babyface is dope. Like, I look up to him, really.
Yes, I went to where he got his little Hollywood star.
Mm-hmm.
That was really dope, just to see. Like,
Yeah.
Like you actually saw it being put in the ground, or just
well, we didn't stay for that.
okay?
But I was there at the little ceremony, and Usher was up there, and different people was up there. It was just dope to see. He has done a lot. He had Tony Braxton. He
Yes, Tony. Come on, Tony.
that, and all of it has been artists with unique voices, different sounds. It's all like Ty Dolla Sign, from him to John B. He was doing John B.
Yes.
Oh, my bad. When he was doing like the John B, that was like, man, Tony
Yeah.
Braxton.
Tony, yeah.
What a voice,
Nobody sounds like her.
Whitney, he's always worked with people with different voices but powerful. So, dope.
Yeah.
Well, when you get your Hollywood star, we want to be invited
Come
to the
on.
ceremony.
Yes.
Front row,
We
y'all
gonna be
We're
there.
gonna have a party afterwards.
Yes, turn
It
up.
happens in the daytime, so we're gonna probably have brunch. Y'all invited.
Yes.
Mimosas.
Mimosas. Yes. I said mimosas
Bottomless.
too.
I can't say that because I'm 20.
Well,
No.
I can't say it yet.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll
For the people looking.
On camera.
Mimosas
On camera.
for us.
Well, we appreciate you for joining us
Yes,
today.
thank
This
you
is really,
so much.
This means a lot to everybody. Like,
Yeah.
It's a lot
it's
to
dope
me.
to have you here. Anything? Well, before we close, I love the album.
Yes,
Are
dope.
we gonna be
Dope.
able to hear these songs live?
Yes.
Where,
yes.
when, what time?
Are we invited?
How?
Front row, background
No
singer.
question, no question. I gotta get, we're gonna have to keep up with each other. Definitely, I'll let you guys know. Probably this summer, it's definitely gonna be a lot of things popping off. Visuals, we're gonna be doing that. So there'll be some videos, and the videos I want to do are definitely gonna take it back to what videos used to be. The concept of the song is gonna be the concept of the video.
Yes.
So I want to bring the songs to life in a visual way because I love seeing things. So
Yes.
doing that, and I'm gonna be writing, a lot of things songwriting wise. I'm gonna be a part of, which is dope. Adrian Marcel's GMFU. His album is coming out. I'm doing some stuff with, of course, Kiki, film stuff, all types of things. So
That's dope.
Keep them hands busy.
definitely,
Please let us
so
know.
definitely when I have a show out here, yeah, y'all gonna
Come
be the
backstage and
first one.
interview you.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yes, please.
You heard it first.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. You heard it first. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. This has been by far my favorite interview. No lie.
So let the people know where they can follow you at.
Y'all can follow me on Twitter at Miss Jane Handcock, MSJaneHandcock. On Instagram, Handcock J, HANDCOCKJAY. And you could pretty much follow what I'm doing on there. Snapchat, Jane Handcock. And yeah, I'm on social media. I'm in and out. I do in and out, but y'all can definitely follow everything I'm doing on there as far as like the music.
You heard it here, folks. Here first, folks. The B-side, Jane Handcock. Truth be
Yes.
told,
Yes.
in stores everywhere now, iTunes
Yes.
everywhere. So please go get that.
Go
And
cop that.
This is the B-side with Jane Handcock.
Yes, yes.
Trying to get up in this world full of hating niggas. Blow so much weed you would think I'm Jamaican nigga. I talk hella shit, but you know that it's really yours. You tell me you love me and I need to know